Come in.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Sultan.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
Good, good.
Nice to meet you too. Did you have any problems with the directions that I provided?
No, absolutely not. I actually have a GPS in my car, so I was able to find directions okay. I just want to thank you for having this meeting. I know with your scheduling how busy you are, so I do want to appreciate you taking your time out and meeting up with us.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was just looking at the time. You are a little early, but it's okay if we do just...
Yeah, that's actually, I was just going to say that. I know we're a little early, but can we just get started right now if you're not too busy?
Yeah, that sounds okay with me.
Okay, perfect.
I basically figured I'd give you some background information on Cellularz.
Yeah.
I've been in business for about 1 year and a half, and we've basically been operating a cell phone company, accessories, anything, you can name it.
Okay.
And business hasn't been going that great. So with that in mind, I'm basically having 3 major problems within my organization, which is currently affecting the value and reputation of Cellularz.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually, that's exactly what I had in mind. Like you just said, you're having 3 problems at this point with your current situation. If you can just elaborate on that a little bit and tell us about what you need, and we can go from there.
Well, as an individual business owner, the first reason is being the only person running Cellularz. I currently do everything alone, and I'm not able to dedicate my time or focus elsewhere.
Okay. I can imagine how you feel being the only one and, trying to focus on 2 different things. And what other problems are you having?
Well, that's the first problem. The second problem would be my suppliers, actually. Recom, they're just a little difficult.
Okay. Well, take your time.
Basically, the problems that I'm having with them is they're consistently providing me late deliveries. Okay, they provide incomplete orders. You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
They provide incomplete orders. As soon as the order comes in, I still have to wait for another delivery date. There's damaged units after every delivery.
Okay.
Okay, and poor customer service.
Right.
And when I do address the issues at hand, I don't get any contact back, phone calls are ignored, nothing.
That, you know what, that's, being in this business for that long, we have heard problems with suppliers, but being a lone person and the only one in the business, that's a lot to handle. And that's something definitely that I know that we can provide you with. Okay, and what is your third problem?
My third problem is because I am so busy, it is really hard for me to keep track of my inventory. This has affected my company because I never realize when my inventory is low so that I can order new products in advance and prevent any waiting time and any time wasted, right?
Exactly. Okay, I completely understand what you're saying. And I just want to recap to be on the same page as well. So your main problems at this point are is that you have no time because you're the only owner running your current store, right? Your second problem is that, as you said, your supplier. Horrible will be an understatement, right?
Yeah.
And your last one is your lack of your tracking inventory. Is that correct?
Yeah, that sounds precise.
Okay. By replaying your issues in my head, I know that there's definitely something that we can help you out with. As I've stated, this is what we do. I know we can actually improve your situation, but I'd like to understand a bit more about your situation, your operations as a whole. How does that sound to you? If that's okay.
Well, alright, I'm eager to hear what you have to offer. I'm open to what you have to say.
How is your current business situation?
Currently, I would say I have been producing, but due to all the issues, there is definitely room for improvement. I have been in business for approximately 1.5 years, and business hasn't been that great. I'm looking for ways to possibly improve it so that I can obviously do better in the future.
I understand that. And where are you trying to be in terms of your goals?
Well, I would actually like to open 2 other locations in Wilmington, specifically because this is where my original store is located. So it's within my area, so I'm able to get there, if anything.
Okay. Also, how many suppliers do you currently have?
I actually only have 1 supplier at the moment that I've been using. They're called Recom, and
so that's about it. Just them. Okay. How long have you been conducting business with them?
I've actually been with them since I opened up my organization. So 1 year, 6 months approximately.
Okay. So it's been like just the 1 year and a half the whole time that you've been conducting business with them?
Correct. Since the beginning, I haven't had time to look around and research for alternative suppliers.
Right.
So I've kind of had no choice but to stay with them.
Right. No, I absolutely understand that. How satisfied are you with the quality of the products you receive from your supplier?
The quality of the products, to be honest, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay, thanks.
To be honest, is very poor because I usually received damaged goods and I cannot get the products until the next delivery date.
You know what? I completely understand that. And how can that backtrack your progress? I mean, with thoughts of your expansion, is financing available?
Yeah, I actually do have available line of credits, but out of those funds, there's always $1,000 allocated to the defective products, which obviously financially sets me back.
Right. So basically your suppliers are also affecting your financing as well. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being obviously the poor and 10 being the best, how would you rate your supplier?
I think I'd actually rate them 3.
Okay, that's a fair mark, I guess. And what are you feeling towards your late deliveries from your suppliers?
Well, the late deliveries have been affecting Cellularz on more than one occasion. For example, one, I've had to wait about 2 hours after my store closing time, which also interrupts with my family time, right? And my customers who come to pick up their orders, they have to wait or they have to reschedule in order for them to pick up their items.
So, okay, so it is obviously damaging your business as a whole. Okay. Due to receiving damaged goods, how does that affect your customer relationship?
Well, I've lost 6 customers within the last 3 months because of not being able to provide functional products within a timely manner. Let's face it, if I don't have products to provide my customers, of course they will walk away.
Absolutely, and obviously that's not what you want. You'd rather want to grow customers and have them come to you than leave. I just had a question. Do you have a team available to run your additional stores with you?
No, I actually don't have anyone around that I can depend on to run my business. It's just me currently.
I think it will be beneficial for you if you actually had people around you that you can trust. Obviously that's going to help you not miss out on an opportunity that you're currently missing right now. A quick question, how does your cost get affected when products aren't available as when they were supposed to be?
Well, I lose about $1,000 just on defective products weekly, which turns out to be approximately $4,000 a month.
That's obviously a huge number, and that has to be changed as well, again, to benefit your business. What would be the impact of your customer relationship if the products were ready when the orders were expected?
Well, my relationship with my customers would improve a whole lot because I would now become a dependable company for them to rely on.
Okay. Arif, have you thought about if you had someone to deal with your sales department, how would that benefit you actually as an individual and as a business owner?
Well, that would be great because I'd be able to allocate my time elsewhere and it will help rebuild Cellular's reputation.
I think that's absolutely right. I believe our sales team would be beneficial to Cellularz by assisting you with managing your time, even during your expansion when you're trying to open up more stores.
That's tremendous.
Yeah, how would, I actually have another question in mind. How would software and that can track your inventory benefit you?
What exactly do you mean? Can you elaborate?
Well, based on your inventory issues, we can provide you with an online software which will keep track of your inventory and help you enhance your customer service relationship, grouping related information. So it gives you all the information you need. It also tracks your inventory and lets you know on time.
That would actually help me out a lot.
Yeah. If late deliveries were removed from your equation, would this help your time productivity?
Absolutely. I would be able to close my business at the appropriate times and also be able to work around schedules rather than postponing certain activities with my family while waiting for incoming orders.
Yeah, and Arif, I think it might be time for you to change your supplier after hearing more about your situation. I mean, you've been with them for a long time, a year and a half, and it doesn't seem like they're going anywhere in terms of trying to help you out. It will benefit yourself and your organization in the long run as well. You wouldn't have to worry about conducting or doing any research, as we already have recommended suppliers on hand. The supplier that I have in mind actually is called Supplier Canada. They're very reliable. We have yet to hear any complaints about them from our previous clients as well. And we also have drafted contracts as well.
That's perfect. That would absolutely save me a lot of time.
I'm glad we have mutual understanding. If I can show you how ABC Solution can help you provide on-time delivery, would you be interested?
Absolutely, but how do I know that I can trust Supplier Canada, the one that you're recommending to me? Like, how do I know they will deliver on time?
You know what, I understand your concern, but ABC Solutions are in the consultant business to help improve problems from organizations. We have been assisting companies with their expansions as well. And in accordance to your concern, we have multiple success stories and testimonials from customers as well. Here is actually a link that will show you all those testimonials from our customers that we have. We also have a link on our website that will show you from Stats Canada anything that you need to know to gain trust in our organization.
Okay. I would appreciate having on-time deliveries, and I do appreciate you bringing this and providing it to my attention.
Right. Also, would you be interested in having a sales team implement into your organization to help increase your effectiveness?
Well, honestly, it would increase Cellularz effectiveness, but down the road, if I do have any problems, how do I know if your company will still be around?
You know what, that's a very valid concern. And I'll be more than happy to tell you that we've been in this business for about 8 years. We are a very dependable organization. We have automated emails that are sent out to all our clients informing them of any change. Anytime you need to contact myself or any other person in the organization that you are in contact with, we're always there. Like, there's nothing that you need to worry about because we make sure that we keep in contact with our customers.
Okay, I can respect that. Is that 24-hour service?
Absolutely, it is. And like I said, whether it's through emails, phone calls, anything you need will be there for you. Here's a balance sheet that is also known as a T account. This will show you the positive and the negative that it shows you what our ABC Solution as a company provide to you. You can look at both positive and the negatives, and as you'll see here, our positives overweigh the negative with a ratio of 6:2. So, I mean, you're more than willing to keep this, take a look at it. But again, we are here to help you out, and ABC Solutions will do everything to solve all your problems.
Okay, I appreciate it. This actually does. It
lays out a lot of different things that you need to know.
Precisely, it shows exactly what it is. 6:2, that's a big gap, that's a big ratio. I can definitely use this.
Arif, also from your previous comment, it sounds as if you would appreciate a system that would track your inventory. Is that correct?
Indeed.
Okay. Would you be interested in a simple addition of a Salesforce software that would mainly manage sellers' inventory on their behalf?
That would actually save sellers a ton of time and hassle, but how much would it cost for the software?
You know what? That's actually the best part. The software installation and training is at no cost after joining partnership with ABC Solutions. But the sales team, depending on how many people you need, would get paid about $18 an hour. We avoid salary pay so that our partner organization won't have to worry about paying individuals when they aren't on the job. So basically, you pay them based on how much you need them for, which is the reason why we have hourly pay instead of salary.
Okay, I'm following you. But your price, it is a little costly at the moment, as I said, just because it is me. Is there possibly something that we could work out?
You know what? I can understand your concern when you say it sounds a little costly, but here's the thing. Based on how much you have lost previously from all the troubles with your supplier and the issues you have had, at this point it sounds a little costly, but in the future this is actually going to help you generate and return more money on your investment. I actually have a financial payoff that I would like to show you, if that's okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so based on your concern about the product or our service being too pricey, here's a little financial payoff that I wanted to show you. You fix about 10 orders a week, multiplied by 100 items. You actually lose $1,000 worth of defective products based on those numbers. Now, if you were to take those $1,000 and divide that by 2 because you're cutting costs in half, in terms of savings, you would have 500. And if you multiply by that 52 weeks, you would save about 25,000 gain in extra revenue. So the return that you're actually getting from our services is actually more than it's beneficial to you. Now, is that something that is beneficial to you?
This actually sounds like a dream come true.
Arif, with your permission, we can draft up a termination contract for your current supplier and deal with the situation on your behalf. Is that okay with you?
That would actually be great. I really appreciate that. That actually does save me a lot of time and hassle not having to deal with them, considering I've been with them for X amount of time. I just don't want that tension.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. And Arif, ABC Solution would appreciate having your business. If you can get this sales agreement signed today, we can begin the process as early as next week. So here is the contract. You can read and sign it as well.
Okay, so basically covers everything.
Yeah.
Product damages, cost, deliveries. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
no problem.
Great. So we'll contact you on December 9, 2013 at about 10 a.m. to confirm the best time to come in and set up the software that I told you about,
Okay.
and also introduce you to the sales team. Also, what I'll do is I'll leave you with an estimated time schedule.
Okay.
It will show you key events that will be occurring as early as next week. So this is for you as well. Okay?
I appreciate it.
Is there anything that any concern or other questions you have that I can help you out with?
No, not right now, but do you have a card in case I need to contact you?
Yeah, absolutely. Here's my card. This is actually a personal card that I have. Any question, concern that you have, it has my personal number as well. You can call me at any time you want. Never ever hesitate doing that.
Okay, absolutely. I do appreciate it. It was actually a pleasure meeting with you.
Yeah, you as well.
So thank you very much for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Have yourself a great evening.
You too. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Come in.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Sultan.
How are you?
Yeah, that's a video.
Tasks were delivered exactly what they were expected.
Sorry, can we start over?
That being said, we actually have been. Why did you test that? Why did you? I can do it. Don't. If you had someone to deal with your sales team. Voy a callar.